everyone, and good afternoon. How are you? So, today I am reacting to a video put together by a channel called EYE LASH, spotlighting Foodie and her recent trip to the Outhouse. And the title of this video is called Who Did Foodie Beauty Meet at the Outhouse? Smoking Guy in Mysterious Car B's 13123. So as we all know, Foodie took a trip to the outhouse and she met up with somebody there and it looked really, really suspicious. So I wanted to react to this video because just wanted to point out how much of a liar Foodie is and the links that she will go to lie to people. So I'm going to react to the video. It's not a long video at all. And I'm going to leave a link for EYE LASH's video in the video description. I do encourage everyone to check out the video, leave a comment, do a thumbs up. I've already done my thumbs up. And I would also like to say to EYE LASH, congratulations, because when I checked your sub count this morning, you were under 1K and now you're over 1K. So congratulations for that. That means now you can get monetized unless you don't have your 4,000 watch hours in. But I think with this video alone, you're going to be over the 4,000 watch hours. So congratulations on getting to monetize status. So to introduce all of you to EYE LASH and the video, I'm going to react to it. So let me just go ahead and share the screen. You guys can watch this with me and we can find all the inconsistencies to Foodie's little story about going to the outhouse. So let's just start from here. And EYE LASH, can I just say before we begin, great video, really great video. Let's get started, y'all.
To the long road.
Oh, oops.
Hi, and thanks for clicking on this video. This one's a little bit longer, but we are going to need this time to figure out who was in this car and why Foodie Beauty met this person in this car at the end of the long road.
Okay, so let's go back to that for just a second. Let's go back to that for just a second. Let me just stop the screen on this mysterious person because I already got some thoughts to say. Okay, so there's Mr. Mysterious Guy. Why did I stop it here? Because Foodie has said she doesn't like to be around people. She feels really awkward and really shy around people she does not know. So on the day of this outhouse trip, it was really, really cold in Canada. I believe this night it was, what, 30 below? No, it was the night before. But here it is, winter weather in Canada. There's snow on the ground. Her car is not in the best of shape, and she's running off alone to go to the outhouse. And everyone knows that the outhouse is a drop-off point for her. That's where she used to get her party favors for herself and Natter. And there she is going yet again to the outhouse. And she's not going to the outhouse to use the bathroom. She doesn't even go inside the outhouse for anything. So look at the way she's looking at this car behind her. Does she look scared? Does she have this look of, who's that? Why are they here? No, she looks like she's anticipating this person showing up. She's keeping an eye on them. So that already looks suspicious to me. Miss, I am so afraid of anybody that sees me that when she used to go to the park, she would go to a park far from her home and park in the parking lot and make sure that nobody else was around before she got out of the car. Suddenly she's comfortable with whoever this person is. She feels comfortable enough that when they park close to her, which is also really weird, like he knows her and she knows him, that she's comfortable with that. She's cool with that. Weird, Foodie. It's like you two almost know each other.
Foodie Beauty met this person in this car at the end of the long road.
Probably one mistake away from jail beezing, so. Is there a jail for women in Ottawa? I don't even know. Chantal speaking.
Now remember, the night that Foodie went on the long road to the outhouse, she got on a live stream and she was very much under the influence.
Yep, and she hasn't stopped since. The very night that she got home from Kuwait, she was beezing, and she was beezing the next night, and then she went to the outhouse, and she's been beezing ever since. And this morning when she did her get ready beeze, her eyes were glassy. She hasn't stopped beezing. I think she's still partaking of the green in some form or another. Could be a vape pen, could be edibles. I think she's stopping herself from going overboard because she knows that's what makes it more obvious. But she is still doing stuff.
Here's her apology and explanation the next morning.
So, going through this drawer, I found a package of lemon haze with a little bit left, really dry, and some zigzags, my grinder. Just like I was here, like all comfortable, like super happy with my cats. Sala was not around; he was in bed, and I was like feeling lonely, and so.
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a minute, Foodie. Let's talk about that for a minute. I have noticed that when you do your beezing, you always make sure that Sala is not in the chat, that he's gone to bed. I'm sure you keep an eye on the time to see when he might be in bed, and that's when you beeze. And then when you're done beezing, you delete the live stream so he won't find out. You deliberately wait until he's out of sight and out of mind before you do anything. And until then, you just try to play it cool. And you're making excuses these days of, I've got a cold, I'm sick, to excuse away the glassy eyes and the blowing of the nose. But yet you're missing all of the other key elements of having a cold. You're not coughing, you're not sneezing, your nose isn't running constantly. Isn't it weird that your cold doesn't last that long, and it always coincides with your visit to the outhouse and whenever it's obvious you've seen matter?
I have, yeah, there was like a pack of, the Pacific Reserve?
Oh, also, one word of note about her visit to the outhouse. Last night, Chantal was out late. She did 2 live streams. One of them was called Depressed. She was parked in a parking lot in Gatineau, which is close to her dispensary. She also made a point to tell people that she had a bunch of points saved up. So who's to say she did not go to this dispensary and get stuff based on her points? She just wanted to go out in all of that cold weather to go get some more stuff. And isn't it funny that she made that visit and then all of a sudden she's got to disappear today? And Natter did his live stream saying, I am alone. So he did a live stream. She did a live stream. Something tells me that Chantal and Natter are going to be missing from YouTube for a while. They're partying together.
There was like one gummy left, and I was going to, like, I still have lots of points on my thing, so I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like close up my account and like maybe write to them and be like, so I'm not tempted. I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. I can totally kick it. I'm totally sorry to Sala for like lying to him about it, not being honest with him. I was just gonna like not do. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I don't know. I wasn't thinking.
So at the time I'm recording this, February 2nd, Foodie is still telling everybody that that night was because she found a gummy in her drawer.
Do you say you know what I'm saying to Demetria when you...
Yeah, but we're putting a yeah but in here. I have to put a yeah but. There's a yeah but. Mr. and Mrs. Yeah but. Okay, so yeah but. Yeah but. Okay, so you found a gummy in your drawer. Chantal, even your roommate said before you got back from Kuwait, you had 2 wheelchair edibles in your house. You had wheelchair edibles waiting for you upon your return. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So you were going to see Sala, and you didn't throw that stuff away before you left, and it was waiting for you when you got back. You also said that you gave stuff to your aunt. My question is, when did this happen? When did you meet up with the aunt and give her the wheelchair edibles? I don't think it ever happened. I don't think it ever happened. I don't think you had the time to give her anything, nor would you. You like wheelchair edibles. Why would you give those expensive edibles to your aunt?
You know you're lying.
All the time.
You said no, the lie detector test determined...
That's a lie.
That was a lie.
My cats, yeah, that proves they love me the most.
But do you love them the most? So whenever Chantal talks about the cats, she always says, oh, they love me the most, but she never says, I love them the most. Where's the love back, Chantal? It's always about, oh, he loves me or they love me, but you never say, I love someone or something back. Selfish.
Okay, now let's remember this coffee cup. Sturdy, Starbucks, fits right down into the cup holder.
Right. And it's got a lid. It's going in the cup holder, which means it's not going to rattle around. She's not driving a Jeep where there's a lot of motion. It's perfectly still in the cup holder.
Never had a
Yum.
problem with these kind of coffee cups before.
Oh dear. Oh no. I think it's gonna crap out on me. Well, we might need a tow truck.
Okay, here's the first excuse that Foodie gives her beezers for why she might have to stop the car. The car might crap out. She might need to call a tow truck.
Please.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, she said that during this visit to the outhouse. She was worried about it crapping out on her, but what was she doing last night? She was driving around just fine. No talk of, oh, the car might crap out on me then. And you were out in plus 30 minus degree weather, Chantal. Out in the middle of the night in freezing weather, driving around everywhere, getting your food, go getting your green. You weren't worried about your car then. Weird, huh? That you're making this excuse on the way to the outhouse, but yet you went out late at night, driving around alone, no problem.
Here we go, long road. Oh my gosh! Okay, here's the long road. My favorite drive.
Why would you say that? Why would she say it's her favorite drive? Remember what I said, y'all. If you are someone and you've got addictions or bad habits, why would you go anywhere or do anything that would trigger you to do those things? The long road is something that she associates with natter and something she associates with going to get party favors. Why be on the long road? Why go to the outhouse? Everybody knows what the outhouse is about. She did not go to the outhouse because she was about to use the bathroom in her pants. She didn't even go to the outhouse to use the outhouse. She met somebody there in the parking lot. She was there for like a minute, and then after she got what she got, she was very happy and very excited, and she left. And something about Chantal likes to do things. She's like a little kid in a way. She gets a big kick or a big rush out of doing things she knows she's not supposed to do. She likes the feeling of getting away with something. She could have gone to this outhouse and done the pickup, no problem. None of us would have known. None of us would have cared. But she purposely does things on live stream because she wants to feel like she's doing something bad and she's getting away with something. And oh, I fooled everybody. You're not fooling anybody, Chantal. We know what you did. I think you also did it because you want people to talk. You want the reaction channels to talk. You hate the reaction channels, and yet you purposely do things to get the reaction channels talking. So pick a lane, ma'am.
Woo woo, long road bees. All right. Oh, this is like the infamous long road. Don't worry, guys, I'm a good driver. I think. On the road. Yeah. I think I'm gonna like pull in where the outhouse is and talk to you guys for a bit, and then.
Okay, here's our second excuse about why she might stop. I think I'm just going to stop at the outhouse and talk to you guys for a bit. And then it just fades off. She doesn't have anything to say after the and then.
Right. I'm going to talk to you guys to a bit, and then what's after the then? And why do you have to drive all the way down the long road and go to the outhouse to talk to people? You can't go somewhere else and talk to your viewers. You can't go to, say, a parking lot of Adonis or Farm Boy or Burger King and talk to people. Why does it have to be the outhouse? Why does it have to be all the way out there in the middle of nowhere to talk to people? Unless you were there for other reasons.
Whee! Walking in. Okay, hold on, guys.
Ha ha ha. That little song, Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Yeah, are you saying what you're about to do, Chantal?
Stir up the nut salsa for now.
Okay, here's our next excuse to stop.
What a
The coffee
mess.
spilled. The coffee just all of a sudden
Oh my
spilled.
gosh.
Coffee has never spilled in that Kia before.
Nope, it sure hasn't.
You saw that cup was in fine condition. It had the lid on tight. It was in the cup holder.
Ew.
All of a sudden,
I got
coffee is
cold
pouring
cream,
out of it.
cold brew all over it. Oh no.
Funny how the coffee cup and the camera both fell at the same time when the two are nowhere next to each other. How does a coffee cup, especially that big, fall out of the cup holder? I can see if the cup were smaller and there's room for it to wiggle around, but that's a pretty big cup. It should be pretty secure in there, pretty tight.
Okay, I slowed this part of the tape down. Take a look around. There are no other cars
Nope.
in the parking lot of the outhouse when Foodie arrives.
All right, hold on.
Listen to how excited she is. She's excited. She's excited. She's about to get her party favors. She's excited. She can't contain her excitement. I mean, I just don't. Why would she get this excited to pull over and just talk to people? Why would she get this excited? She's just driving all the way out there for no random reason to sit in a deserted place and talk to people. Why be excited, Chantal? There's another reason for this excitement.
Oh my gosh. No! My drink spilled everywhere.
You knocked it over. I bet you knocked it over on purpose.
Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. Hold on a second, guys. Oh my god. Golden girl, what am I gonna do with myself here? Oh, can you guys see me? Look at my drink. Oh no.
And now the bad acting starts about being concerned that
Okay,
her
I have to
coffee
clean up
is
my car.
spilled.
My outhouse meeting. The nut salsa. I've done that with my XT 3 nights in a row. No way. Who joined? Somebody joined, eh? What a mess.
So right about now, in my opinion, this mystery car is driving into the parking lot, and Foodie will look out her passenger window for the first time.
Right there. She's looking. And she's not even looking like she's scared. Like, who is this person? Why are they here? I thought I was alone. She's not looking with anticipation. She's not looking with nervousness or anxiousness like she once did when she was making all those trips to the park and she was wanting to take a walk. She's looking like she's expecting somebody and she's trying to see what they're doing.
All right. It will freeze when you can chip it off. It will freeze and you can chip it off, yeah. This is the best bees? No, this is the worst bees.
There we go. Looks out the car that pulled into the lot.
The bees knees. Can we have Pennington's bees? I can't waste money on clothes.
And you know what else she's doing? She's doing that babbling. She's waiting for him to park so she can get out and go get her stuff. So she's just babbling about nothing, just kind of like diversion, deflection.
Do you know how many clothes I have?
She's talking about clothes. Who cares about clothes? Did anybody bring up that conversation? No. But she's just babbling about nothing because she's thinking, how can I get my stuff and not be that obvious? She's forming the plan in her head right now.
And I used to just go to Pennington's and like, I don't actually, like, whenever you're like fat, it's hard to find stuff that's comfortable for, like, I don't know, shrinks in the dryer and stuff. Okay, I want to listen to music and go do what I have to do and get it over with. I'm a little rustier than driving and vlogging. You're right. You're absolutely right. Give me chip truck breeze. Saw some clothes, girl. My whole drink filled up the entire thing. Sam Q for another drink. Oh, thank you, Sam Q.
I mean, how do we know she didn't just purposely stop at the Starbucks and get a drink just so then she can say, oops, I spilled my drink. I have to drive all the way out to the outhouse to clean it up when she could have cleaned it up anywhere else? How do we know she didn't purposely go to Starbucks to get a drink just so she can spill it, allegedly, and then have a reason to get out? Because that's a Foodie thing to do.
Oh, there's a river of coffee in my car.
Like that's ever bothered you before. Remember the Twisty Misty? You spilled that, you didn't care.
Oh boy. The cup cracked.
I think we can all agree that that cup did not
Okay, I gotta
crack.
go. I gotta clean it. I gotta clean it up. It's gonna overflow.
That doesn't make any sense. First, you tipped it over, then you say it cracked. You've had that cup in your car for like less than an hour. How could it crack? You took a drink, you put it into the cup holder. How could it crack while you're driving? You're not a good liar, Chantal.
Okay, I'll be back, okay? Thank you, Sam Q.
Getting nervous, that car has been waiting for her. Yeah, it just seems weird that she drives up to the outhouse. There's nobody there. She drives up there, and all of a sudden, another person pulls up right next to her. Like, that doesn't feel random to me. And if, let's just say for a moment, this guy does not know her. If you're someone and you don't know another person, you see somebody's parked somewhere, why would you park close to them? Wouldn't it just be instinct to park away from them and give them some privacy? You only park next to somebody when A, there's nowhere else to park, or B, you know them and you're meeting up.
Back, guys, I gotta clean this out and everything. Go get some toilet paper from the bathroom in there.
Remember that too. She said she was going to get toilet paper from the outhouse to clean up the coffee.
Should I stay in here? You have an outhouse meeting?
Yeah, and that's another thing. If she were going to the outhouse to go get toilet paper to clean up the coffee, in other visits to the outhouse, she would take her camera and point them at the outhouse, and we would see her walk in and out of the outhouse. But she did not do it this visit. She didn't do it this time. She did not point her camera anywhere except pointing at the back of her car. When she gets out, she purposely puts up the hood so that nobody can really see her.
No, I don't, but Karina's the fattest.
She keeps looking over in that direction. And again, not in a nervous way. Not in a, who is this guy? What's he doing here? Should I stay in the car? Anybody, any female out there or anybody, if you are alone in the middle of nowhere and you're somewhere and somebody just pulls up, wouldn't you be a bit apprehensive of getting out of the car, not knowing who they were? She's not.
Country, but it's not like super fat. I haven't seen any super fat people. Area.
She keeps focusing on that person.
Okay, hold on.
It's almost like she's sitting there in her head thinking, should I get out of the car? Do I have to get out of the car? Do I have to walk over there? How are we going to make the exchange without looking obvious? Well, you know what, Chantal, you were obvious anyway, so you failed.
Oh, guys, what am I going to do? Okay, I gotta go. Why is there a wig in my car? Okay, I'll be back, okay? Wait. Just use clothes out the back seat. Well, that's a good idea. Actually, that's a good idea. Oh, I blocked Chantal. I was going to unblock a whole bunch of people, yeah. Okay, just give me time here. Can we go to Burger King? Oh, I need to suck up the coffee. Hold on. Give me a minute. Cynthia! I missed the wigs. There's a wig in my backseat. Where's maybe Cynthia? There's a man looking at me weird, smoking a cigarette.
Okay, so there's a man. You're acting like you don't know him. He keeps looking at you and smoking a cigarette. Again, if you're a woman and you saw a guy get out of his car just staring at you, would you get out of the car? Hell no. No, you wouldn't. And another thing, I'm a cigarette smoker. Anybody in my audience that you smoke cigarettes as well? I'm not like a pack-a-day smoker or nothing like that. But when do you normally smoke a cigarette? When you're just hanging out? You're waiting on someone or something? Like, does it make sense for a guy to just drive up to an outhouse and just sit there and smoke a cigarette? You can do that in your car driving. So he's outside of his car or something, just smoking a cigarette like he's waiting on something. It's obvious he's waiting on her. He doesn't know when she's going to get out of the car. He doesn't know when they're going to make the exchange, but he's waiting on her to come on over. You know?
Chantal just acknowledged that there's now a man in the parking lot looking at her.
I have 1,200 witnesses. I'm blocking Julia Rockford. Ew. God, Dolce & Gabbana. I have boots here. These boots were made for walking. I have pita bread in my car, okay. But these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Just rummaging around the back seat for no random reason.
Chantal is about to crouch down and hide so she can sneak away from the view of the camera.
Right, so she just raised the hood and she thinks she's being slick by just bending down to where nobody can see her. Because she knows she's big enough for that, and she's wearing a beige jacket, so that's easy to spot. Look, she's gonna bend all the way down, and what she pulls out of the trunk is a huge package of paper towels. That's not something that you got to search around in your trunk to find. It's just going to be right there in your face. If that's all she was going to go do, it doesn't take you freaking 5 minutes to find a huge thing of paper towels. It's right there in your face. Just grab it and go.
I sped this part of
And if she were bending over to get the paper towels out of the trunk, we would see the rest of her back. Because you saw her bent over. You can't see her at all now. She's crouched really, really low. For what purpose? You're not even at trunk level.
the video up 5
So if you were bent down that low, how are you like reaching in to get stuff out of your trunk, Chantal?
times. However, she was gone for about a minute before she hides and sneaks back into the view of the camera.
Right. So here she comes.
She comes back with a 6-pack of paper towels,
Yeah, a 6-pack of paper towels. Why does it take you more than a minute to find a 6-pack of paper towels, you big old liar?
large object, not something you would have to dig through your trunk to
Right.
find. Something you're going to open your trunk, you're going to see right there, you can grab it, and you're going to come back. If
Right.
the only reason you got out of your car in the first place was really to clean up the coffee that didn't spill, but that you knocked over, in my opinion.
Right. I agree with your opinion, Eyelash. I think she purposely knocked over the coffee. You could hear her almost knock it over. Like that was a loud sound. It wasn't like it fell over quietly, as a cup would do. It sounded like somebody's hand knocking it over on purpose. And didn't she say beforehand that she was going to go get some toilet paper from the outhouse? If she knew she had paper towels in the trunk, she could use that instead. Why not say, I'm going to get some paper towels from the trunk? But no, she said, I'm going to go to the outhouse and get some toilet paper. She didn't do that.
In my opinion, that is what I believe is happening here. I'm going to show you the rest of the video as she sits here and comes up with an excuse to stay cleaning out her car. We know she's not too concerned about cleaning out the car, but she needs to stay as she
Yeah, and since when is Chantal concerned about cleaning out her car? Since when does Chantal care about how dirty her car is? She tosses stuff in there all the time. Now all of a sudden, she's going to be Maid Mary and clean everything up. In my opinion, she was waiting for this guy to leave. Like they did the deal, and she's waiting for him to get out of there before she starts back on her way.
continues to look out her passenger window, in my opinion, to determine when it is safe
I'm actually prepared
to leave the outhouse.
Please move to the Kia. I can't believe I used to live like a slob like this. Don't forget the fry on the dash. Stop!
Now she's looking out the side like, is he gone yet? Has he driven away yet?
It's cold and hard. There's a river of coffee. Used to. Yeah, used to. I'm trying not to be a slob these days. Oh, my God. Golden girl. So nice to see you happy. Thank you, golden girl. I really appreciate caring about my happiness. Thank you. Ready? Loyalty Beezer. I love you guys. You guys are like my Beezer family. I'm so happy I have a Beezer community. You have no idea. Like, it makes me happy. Go around in the jacket's hard. I don't like it. I wish I didn't have to wear it, but you know, it is really cold today. It's sunny though, so. Okay, I'm gonna get lunch.
This is her just babbling away, just eating up more time, keeping the deflection on her, so nobody can think about what just happened.
Are you hungry? I'm gonna go get lunch, and then this whole arc is ending. The little arc, the long road arc, yeah. For now, I mean, it's just not, guys, life is fluid. You know, like Jackie Chan said, and Solo, bro, brother, be water. You know, water. If you put it, no matter what container you put it in, it's always moving to fit the shape. So be water. You know.
And here's another thing that just occurred to me. If she spilled a huge Starbucks drink in her car, I would think that at least some of the paper towels she was using would be soaked. All that liquid would just soak them right up. The paper towels look clean to me when she pulls them back up. They look dry.
And that's what I aspire to be. All right, now it's clean. Woo! I aspire to be. That's all I had to go. Where did he go?
Like, that's a lot of paper towels for just one silly drink.
Okay. Water's for, yeah, putting hand sanitizer in it. I really want to get.
And not only that, but if you're spilling a drink like that, your hands are going to be sticky, very sticky. Everything's going to be sticky.
My car clean. I want to get my life clean. This is the time to do it. I have to put in the work. That's all I can do. You know. You had to work. Oh yeah, into business piece. Okay, I remember him saying that. Aisha! The changes, guys, just changed. Nothing stays the same. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Like seriously, adjust the BBJ euthanasia piece.
So if smoking guy is gone, like she has no reason to keep looking to the side like that.
Well, I don't plan on euthanizing her right now, but I'm keeping an eye on her. You know, the bias. My weight spiked because I allowed myself to. I got back to my bad eating habits. So, okay, now.
All this sudden cleaning is just her buying time for him to get out of there. And it keep people from thinking about the fact that party favors were just exchanged for money.
All right, I got a garbage here. I have a garbage here. So, that's much better, actually. Let's go get some food. Yeah, I had a bankruptcy piece. I'm even joking about this. Hi, Black Stallion! Your phone is about to die. It was the bread cheese. Oh no. Well, thanks for saying hi.
So question, Chantal. Question on the chalkboard. You just spilled a drink in your car. Is that right? You just spilled a drink. That means you're cleaning it up. I'm sure your hands are sticky. I'm sure a lot of things are sticky. You're not going to get out of the car now and go to the outhouse and wash your hands so they're not sticky, so you're not putting your sticky hands all over the steering wheel. Yeah, what's up with that? You just spilled a drink in your car. Why aren't you going to the outhouse now and washing off your hands? Or opening the car door to get some snow on your hands and clean them off?
I'm so glad you're back. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Right with the upside down face. Thank you. Please like the stream. Okay, let's go. I want to get something to eat.
You know, obvious liar is obvious over here.
I'm getting off here. Do what I have to do. Okay. Ooh, yummy.
And now as she drives out, you'll see the car that is in the parking lot that was not there when she first drove in.
There he is. There's a mysterious person. Although I'm very curious why Mr. Mysterious Guy, if they were just doing a deal, why he'd want to stick around. After you've done the deal, wouldn't you just like get in your car and go? Like, what was he hanging around for? So he pulls up, like she pulls up shortly after, like a minute or two later, he pulls in. He gets out of his car or whatever. He's smoking a cigarette like he's waiting for something. And he's still there once she's gone.
Look at the chat. The phone might fall off. If it does, I'll just put you on the seat till I get to where I'm going. I can't believe I'm driving. Woohoo!
That little woohoo at the end, in my opinion, was not because she was driving.
No, she was happy. You're right, Eyelash. She wasn't. She just got her party favors, which means she can party. And today, she's on her way to go see the aunt, the same aunt that she says she's given her edibles to. She got a full face of makeup on, and Natter and Dee Dee are at home, and they're probably waiting on her right now because she's got the party favors and they're about to party.
It's because she thinks she got away with meeting a man alone, which is completely against her new religion. And
that's true. That is true. I didn't think about that. She's supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman. Meeting a man alone is a big no-no. Big no-no. But then again, so is buying party favors. So yeah, like she's making up her own rules as she goes with that.
In my opinion, purchasing something from that man that she then used later that night before she got on the live stream. She's still lying about and saying she found a gummy in her drawer. I do not believe she found a gummy in her drawer.
Yeah, she might have found a gummy in a drawer, but she just got more stuff from the outhouse.
Addiction is a serious thing.
Yes, it is. You're right. Absolutely. It is no laughing matter. It's not a joke. And Chantal needs help for her addictions, all of them, but she's not going to get it. She's not going to get it. She's not interested in help. She's not interested in counseling. She's not interested in therapy. She's not interested in inpatient. So what can you do? When a person's not ready for help, they're not ready. She's not ready. She's never going to be ready because she's too busy monetizing all of her addictions. And she's on YouTube and she's using her page, her forum, her audience as her enabling system. They pay for her addictions. Every single last one of them.
It destroys individuals, it destroys families, it destroys communities. If you or someone you know is struggling with an addiction, there is help and you can recover. Check the description for links, which will get you the contact numbers for organizations that can help. Hi, and
So that was a really great video from EYE LASH. As I said, really great video, EYE LASH, really great video you put together. I'm going to leave a link for EYE LASH's video in the video description, and I do encourage everyone to check it out, to leave a comment, to leave a like, and even subscribe to EYE LASH. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe right now because I really like the video. So that's it for my react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please go check out EYE LASH and leave a comment over there. Tell her that you liked the video. So thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.